All right. So for example one, it says Mr. Castle paid D dollars for each bag of chips he bought at a local store. He spent 14 at the store. He created a model shown to help find the price of each bag of chips. So we're gonna underline, highlight, or circle important information. So my important information is that he paid D dollars for each bag of chips and that he spent 14 at the store. So what they're asking us to do is to write an equation that would best represent the model as well as how much was each bag of chips. So let's understand the model here. So here I have my 14, which is my total. So I'm going to write that up here. Good. So that's my total right there. So my total was my $14. And let me put a dollar sign right here. And I have 4 D's, and those D's are dollars. So all these represent dollars for each bag of chips. Okay, so then from what I see is that this one was for bag one, the first bag of chips. Let me put the one in the front. One bag. This is for my second bag, so 2 bag. This is my third bag. And this is my fourth bag. So then when I write my equation, from what I can see, is the way I'm going to write it is like how it happens in the situation. So whenever you give money to a cashier, right? So if it's multiple ones, usually you'll see in the receipt like how much the thing cost and how many in total. So then we don't know how much the bags cost, the bags of chips, but I do know I have in total 4. So I have 4 bags of chips. And if we think about it, right, we can make a table, right? So this can be the money and this can be the bag, right? So for one bag, I get this amount of money, right? For 2 bags, if I'm getting the exact same bag, such as like hot Cheetos, right? The same small bag, it's gonna cost me, I don't know what, they're now $1. So if I get 2 bags, they're gonna give me $2, 3 bags, $3. So then, so that's what we were gonna do. And then in order to find the bags, right, what's faster than adding? It would be multiplying. So here I'll be multiplying my 4 to the amount how much each one is costing me, but I don't know how much it costs, but they did tell me to use D dollars for each bag. So I'm going to use the letter D. 4 times D, and I know in total what I had spent was my 14, or Mr. Castle, his $14. So then again, going over to what we have done before, we would have to use our inverse operation. So then I would have to use this color. So now I'm going to solve it. So remember, I'm going to make my upside down T. And then what I'm going to also do is I need to find where my variable is at, and then it's going to be on this left side. Remember, if it's on this left side or just wherever you notice, the second thing you got to think about is what operation is being shown. So here it's multiplication. So remember, I need to do the inverse operation, which is the opposite operation of multiplying, which is dividing. So I'm going to divide both sides by 4. Divide both sides by 4. And then 4 divided by 4 should give me 1. 1 times D is D equals 4 over 14. You can either simplify, then divide. So here I can easily simplify my fraction, my 14 over 4 by 2. So I can divide both of them by 2. 2 divided by 14 should give me 7. 4 divided by 2 should give me 2. Then I have this fraction left over, right? But they're not going to tell me at the store you owe me 7 over 2. So I need to actually find out the amount in dollars and cents. And the way I would do that is I would have to divide. 7 would go in the house, 2 would go outside. 2 can go into 7 3 times. 3 times 2 is 6. I subtract, I get 1. Remember, I need my decimal and my 0. Bring up my decimal. Bring down my 0. 2 times what should give me 10, and that's 5. And that's 10. I subtract and I get 0. And then I can add a 0 here. So that means I would have to add a 0 here. And then it would be $3.50. Okay. So each bag cost me $3.50. So D equals 350, which is the total for each bag of chips. And that would be your answer right there. So make sure you guys circle your important information, you guys show your work, and you guys write me this right here as your answer. So now going on to the next question, it says Trenton divided a box of Skittles equally among his 5 friends. Each friend received 15 Skittles. How many Skittles were in the box? So again, I need to underline, highlight, or circle important information. So we know that he divided a box of Skittles equally with his 5 friends. Each friend received 15 Skittles, and we want to know how many Skittles were in the box. Okay, so then if I were to draw this, I'm going to give you guys a moment to pause the video and draw it yourself. Okay, and then compare your results to mine. So then this would be my box of Skittles. And then, so here would be my total. I don't know what that is, so I'm going to name that B, because that's what they wanted us to use. B represents the number of Skittles in the box, so the letter B. Okay, so B equals something. I don't know yet. But I do know is that with this whole box, right, of Skittles, I had divided it with 5 friends. So that means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that means this friend got 15, this friend got 15, this friend got 15, this friend got 15, and then the last friend got 15. So I'm going to have you guys pause the video and then compare your equation with mine using this picture right here. So then the equation, the way that it would be written is that, I don't know what my total is, but I know with the whole box, I'm splitting it evenly amongst my friends. So then I would use my B box, and I'm splitting it for every 15 Skittles, right? And that should equal to the 5 friends that I have. Okay, I didn't get any, I just gave them to my friends. So then now, okay, we're working this one out to where I now need to solve for B. Okay, so this is my equation right here. So I'm going to have you guys pause the video and solve it, and then you can compare my results with yours. Okay, so then here I have B over 15 is equal to 5. So again, I need my T-chart. I can draw that here. That's fine. So I notice my variables on this left side. So remember, I need to do the inverse operation, which is multiplying. I need to multiply both sides by 15. Multiply this side by 15. So because I'm multiplying with a fraction, I need to make this over 1. Okay, so essentially I'm doing 15 divided by 15, and that's going to give me 1. Okay, then I'm left with B equals, and I'm going to have you guys finish the rest from here. Okay, and then that should be your answer. So then let's move on to our example 3. And this one is Nicole bought a bag of dog food for her dog Ella. The bag had enough food to last 18 days. Ella gets 3 cups of dog food each day. Write an equation to solve for C, the number of cups of dog food that is in the bag Nicole bought. So again, I need to highlight my important information. that she bought dog food and it has enough food to last 18 days, that dog food, the bag of dog food. And then she gets 3 cups of dog food each day. So that is a guaranteed. And then we also know that C is the number of cups of dog food that Nicole bought. Okay. So I'm going to give you guys a moment to write your equation for this one and then we can compare. Okay. So pause the video and then I'll talk about it. So in order to make sense of this, I'm going to draw just a random rectangle. And this is going to represent my dog food. So I know in total the whole dog food is going to last me 18 days. Okay, so I know for sure this is going to last me 18 days. Okay, so then this day, I know for sure I need to give her 3 cups of dog food. The second day, I'm also going to give her 3 cups of dog food. The third day, I'm going to give her 3 cups of dog food. So see what I'm doing to my dog food? Each and every single time, I'm splitting it to where I get 3, and I can only split it how many times? 18 times. So again, I'm getting the dog food. So C is the number of cups the dog food has. So I'm going to use this C. And each cup, right? So this C represents the total amount of cups the dog food can last me, right? For only those 18 days. So this is the total, right? So with the total amount, what am I doing each time? I'm taking out a group of 3 each time, right? So that means I'm dividing that total to the number 3, and then that should last me my 18 days, okay? So then I'm going to have you guys pause the video, solve it, and then move on to the next example. So now for my example 4, it says a rectangle has a height of 5 inches. Oops, I don't want this one. I want this one. Do I want that one? Oops, no, I can't. So this one says a rectangle has a height of 5 inches. The area is 35 square inches. What is the length of the base of the rectangle? Okay, so this one right here I have, I want you guys to draw this rectangle and write area equals 35 inches, right? Because that is my important information. I also know that the height is 5 inches. So if this is 5 inches, this also has to be 5 inches. So we need to find the base, which is the one laying down right here, okay? So then what we have to do is, can I write here? Yes. Okay, so then what we're going to do is I'm going to have you guys write on the side. I know I'm flipping back and forth, and that's my bad. You guys are going to write A equals B times your H. So B times your H, okay? So instead of writing A, we're going to write our, what we know, which is the 35 inches. This represents your A, and that's going to equal to, do I know my base? I do not, so I'm going to keep it as B, and then I'm going to multiply it by my H, which is my height, okay, which is 5 inches, okay? So again, your height is 5 inches, okay? So now that I have this formula to work with, I'm going to leave you guys to solve it out, okay? And I'm going to have you guys finish the last 2 examples on your own.